And this one is tough. As a fan of hip hop, definitely, but just overall music, it is tough to see talented people go in really any way, especially in a brutal murder. Um, so if you haven't heard yet, another Chicago rapper has been killed. It's been confirmed, and it seems like a summer can't go by without a big name Chicago rapper dying. No gameplay, guys, by the way. I feel like that's mad disrespect. It was a serious video. But anyways, Duck was one of my favorite underground rappers. He has 4 albums out right now in his short career. And if you're into the drill scene and gangsta rap scene, you know him. Anyways, a female was hit with a stray, had nothing to do with Duck. A 26-year-old male was transported to the hospital, deceased. That was Duck. Another female, 26 years old, was transported to the hospital. They were with Duck. She is in serious condition as of right now. And lastly, a 36-year-old male was shot. He is in serious condition as well. So they're investigating, talking to witnesses and stuff, and not trying to take the wind out of people's sails, but you kind of know how these kind of things go down. I mean, that doesn't really need to be said. But anyways, this guy was honestly not that super underground. Like I think he was not too far from hitting mainstream. I mean, he has 80,000 Twitter followers. Definitely one of the hottest names in Chicago for sure. And he's unsigned, and he was a guy that put pride in not being signed, and I got to tip my hat to him for sure. Now, why did this happen? FBG Duck made a diss track. Highly disrespectful, kind of out of character. Um, I have been following him for probably about 3 or 4 years. I want to say I discovered in 2016, and this is kind of out of character, at least from my knowledge. I mean, I'm not like a super big fan of his and heard every single unreleased track and stuff like that, but for the most part, he wasn't the kind of guy that did this. So 3 weeks ago, he had a diss track called "Dead Bitches," and basically it was a diss track about all the rappers from O Block that were killed. Obviously, very disrespectful, and I mean, he was kind of a dead man walking. When I first heard it, I was like, ugh. And that was really it. I mean, so somewhere you got, Lil Durk and King Von, celebrating definitely for sure. And don't be surprised if there's Crazy Story Part 4. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, on a serious note, the music industry lost another great young man today. Like, this dude is barely older than me, so it really puts things into perspective how quickly things can end. So may he rest in peace, and I suggest checking out his albums. He has 4. Uh, Look at Me 1 and 2; those are his most recent ones, and his 2 older ones are Different Personalities 1 and 2. He's got some singles out as well. Make sure you keep his name alive for sure. He was definitely in Chicago, but for underground scene and just in general, he was definitely one of the more talented rappers, one of the more talented musicians, and like I just said, music industry lost another young man way too soon. Again, rest in peace, and I'll see you guys.